R464.
This old-time radio program was originally aired live, long before the advent of high fidelity. We hope, however, that any variance in audio quality will not take away from your pleasure in listening to this, one of the all-time favorite shows.
Hello, Daddy. Why do you look at me so strangely?
John, are you afraid of high places or confined areas?
No. What's this all about?
Well, I've been studying abnormal psychology in my spare time.
Oh, well, that's a pretty abstruse subject for a working man, isn't it?
I can handle it. I have a very definite reason for delving into it, John.
I'm sure you must have, Daddy.
Oh, yes. For a long time now, I've had a strong suspicion that well, my wife and children are not exactly normal. They act funny.
But you're all right.
Oh, certainly.
I see.
Take my wife. She's absolutely insane about waffles.
Oh, what about it? Does that make her abnormal if she likes waffles?
Well, I found out yesterday she had a trunk full of them. But my immediate concern is Snooks. At any rate, I bought a book on psychiatry and abnormal psychology. Read up on it and waited for Snooks to come home so I could try out a few theories.
And?
I was sitting in my study when she came in.
How, Daddy?
Oh, hello, Snooks. Come in and close the door.
Why?
I want to have a little talk with you. Close the door.
I can't, Daddy.
Aha. Claustrophobia. You have claustrophobia.
What's that?
Oh, it's a morbid dread of being shut up in a confined space. That's what's the matter with you.
No, it ain't.
Then why can't you close the door?
'Cause it's already closed.
Oh. Well, open it. It's a little stuffy in here. Can't stand these small rooms. What are you so fidgety about?
I'm tired from the party.
Party? What party?
The one that Red took me to. And we played kissing games, Daddy.
Kissing? Ah. Precocious development of the Freudian id. What kind of kissing games did you play?
Well, we had to spin a bottle, and when it turned into a boy, he had to kiss you or give you a lollipop. And I was very lucky, Daddy.
Oh? How were you lucky?
I won 86 lollipops.
I see indications of sublimated introversion.
What are you talking about, Daddy?
Snooks, you see this book I have in my hand?
Yeah?
It's a textbook on abnormal psychology. It deals with the insane mind, and it can bring about the cure of a person with a mental affliction.
Did you read it, Daddy?
I did.
Do you feel better now?
I'm fine. I bought it on account of you.
Why?
Well, I've decided that corporal punishment may not be the answer to correcting your many misdeeds. I'm sure you're not always aware that you're doing wrong, are you? Are you?
Ain't I?
I think not. And this book might save you from half the spankings you get.
Buy two of them, Daddy.
Oh, I suppose you figure that 2 books will save you from all the spankings, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds like the shrewd reasoning of incipient schizophrenia. Oh, I wonder if all those spankings have injured your head.
No, Daddy. It's just the opposite.
What do you mean?
I like it when you spank me.
You mean you purposely do naughty things to get spanked?
Uh-huh.
Good heavens, this is terrible. Doesn't it hurt you when I spank you?
Sure it hurts.
Then why do you like it?
Well, every time you spank me, I cry.
Yes?
And when I cry, you feel sorry for me.
Well?
And when you feel very sorry, you give me a dime to buy ice cream.
Oh, I see. It's the ice cream you're after.
No, I hate ice cream.
Then why do you buy it?
I don't. I buy grapes instead.
Grapes?
Yeah, and when I bring them home, I take them upstairs and squash them on Robespierre's nose. That's what I like.
Oh, you had me worried for a minute. Snooks, I'm going to psychoanalyze you.
Huh?
I want you to throw off your inhibitions and remove your repression.
Do I have to take off?
No. You do not have to take off your hat.
I wasn't going to.
Now, we'll start with a very simple test for reasoning power. Now, listen closely. I have 3 brothers, Ralph, George, and myself. That's wrong, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Why?
You forgot Uncle Louie.
That's not the answer at all. In the first place, Uncle Louie is Mommy's brother. And in the second place, I haven't any brothers.
Well, why did you say you had 3 brothers?
It's a hypothetical question, and the brothers I spoke of are imaginary.
Who put them there?
Where?
In a menagerie.
I didn't say anything about a menagerie. I said imaginary. But let's assume that I have brothers and their names are Ralph and George. Is it right for me to say I have 3 brothers?
No.
Is it right for anybody to say it?
Yeah.
Who could say it?
Your sister.
What are you talking about?
Well, what's the answer?
Why, it's obvious. I only have... if I say I have... Wait a second till I look in the book. There. I was right. The answer is 2 brothers.
Is it?
Yes. And you didn't do very well on that question.
No.
But we'll proceed with a perception test. Now, close your eyes for a minute.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, go on. I won't hurt you. Now, close your eyes. There. Now, try to eliminate all the usual noises, like traffic, or my breathing, or yours.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Is it all quiet?
Yes, Daddy.
Now, listen. Do you hear any strange voices?
Hey, hurry up, Snooks. I don't hear nothing, Daddy.
You didn't hear anything at all?
No.
Well, I thought Oh, this is ridiculous.
Did you hear something, Daddy?
No, of course not.
Hey, Snooks.
It's nothing. You see, some poor deluded people think they hear voices. It's the penetration of the subconscious.
Yeah?
Yes. There's one thing that no walls, no doors, no windows can shut out. It reaches you no matter where you are. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, the smell of boiled cabbage.
No, it's your subconscious. But let's go on with the psychoanalysis. Just a simple little riddle.
All right.
Now listen carefully.
I will.
It's not my sister, it's not my brother. But still, it's a child of my father and mother. Who is it?
I don't know.
Can't you guess?
No.
It's me.
Is it?
Yes. Don't you see,
Hey,
if I...
Snooks, come on out.
I heard it again. I heard it, I tell you.
It was only Red Daddy. He's waiting for me outside.
Oh, well, call him in.
Yeah, and I'll see if he's crazy, too. I'll ask him that test.
I guarantee he'll know the answer.
Come on in, Red.
Gee, I've been waiting outside so long. Oh, hello, Mr. Higgins.
Hello, Red. Go on, ask him, Snooks.
All right. Are you crazy, Red?
Huh?
Well, now see if you can do this test. It's not my sister. It's not my father.
Brother.
But still it's a child of my father and mother. Who am I?
Who is it?
Yeah, who is it, Red?
Oh, that's an old one. It's you.
No, it ain't. It's my daddy.
Oh, what's the use? The child's balmy.
Well, it seems the Higgins family of Sycamore Terrace rarely have the same neighbors for very long. Why? Because Snooks usually beats the daylights out of their children. So finally, the Marshall family could stand Snooks no longer and moved out, like the Thompsons had done before them and the Smiths before them, and so on. But some new neighbors have moved in, evidently attracted by the lowered property values. Here's Mummy telling Daddy about the new people next door.
That's right, Lancelot. A woman with a husband, a little boy, just moved in.
I suppose you had a field day standing by the window trying to look into the house.
Well, I haven't had much luck. Every time I'd race to a window, she'd get there first and pull the blind.
Smart woman. She was just a shade ahead of you.
Oh, very funny.
Then you really don't know much about our new neighbors.
Well, after all, dear, they only moved in a couple of hours ago, Lancelot. I really didn't find out anything except that their name is Fenwick. They were married in 25, lived in Philadelphia from 28 to 33, moved to Jersey in 34, and their first son was born in 1941, moved to Sycamore Terrace in 1950, and they're all vaccinated for smallpox on their left legs. Outside of that, I don't know a thing about it.
Why didn't you tell me Mr. Fenwick has a mole on his hip?
Because it isn't true. It happens to be further down.
Thank you, Luella Parsons. Anyway, I hope we get along with the Fenwicks better than we did with the Marshalls.
Well, we will, dear, if Snooks just doesn't start beating up on their little boy like she did with the Marshalls.
Yeah, I'm going to have a little talk with Snooks about that right now.
Oh, how, Daddy? I was just playing with my chemistry set.
Well, glad to see you doing something constructive for a change.
Yeah, I just invented a new cleaning fluid, and I put your shirt in it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did, and the shirt came out snowy white.
Well, why, that's amazing.
There's only one trouble.
Oh, what's that?
It was blue when I put it in.
Oh, Snooks, how could you?
It ain't so bad, Daddy. Now the shirt will match your white flannel suit.
My suit is blue flannel.
Uh-uh.
Oh, heavens. Does everything you put in that solution come out white?
No, Robespierre came out green.
Oh. Snooks, I'm going to punish you for this by taking away one of your greatest pleasures. You don't get to spit out the window for a week. Besides that, you're not going to a movie for a month. All right, you can stop that. The very reason I came up to talk to you was about these antagonizing things that you're always doing to people. Why, the Marshalls' main reason for moving was because you kept socking their son in the nose. And now the Fenwicks have just moved in with their son.
Oh, boy, I've been in the mood for a new nose.
For heaven's sake, don't you ever get tired of hitting people in the nose?
Yeah, sometimes for a change, I kick him in the teeth.
Well, you're not going to do either to the new boy. The way you quarreled with the little Marshall boy was terrible. You never saw eye to eye with him on anything.
I tried, but he couldn't see eye to eye.
Why not?
I had my fist in him.
Now, you listen to me. When you fight, it reflects on your parents. What I'm asking is, the next time you take it into your head to sock somebody, will you think of me first?
Sure. I'll be glad to sock you first.
I didn't mean that at all. Your constant scrapping will give people the wrong idea of your home life. Why, they'll think all your mother and I do is fight all the time.
And that ain't true, is it?
Why, of course not. I've never laid a hand on your mummy. She's too fast for me. Now, look, Snooks, I admit that sometimes a fight is unavoidable. But you should never raise your fist to a person unless you have a good reason.
Well, I had a good reason for fighting with Billy Marshall.
Well, what was it?
Well, my reason is,
Well, I'm waiting.
well, I'm thinking. Trying to help you, Dad.
Why must you torment me this way? Why can't you just leave me alone when I feel like playing the piano?
Because I want to play, too.
You don't know how to play.
I can lay.
Oh. Do you really mean that, Snooks?
Yes, Dad.
Because nothing would please me more. And if I teach you to play, will you practice faithfully every day?
Mm-hmm.
All right, darling. Sit here beside me. Who knows? You may turn out to be a child prodigy.
Who knows?
Now, before I give you the first lesson, suppose we try to find out just how much natural ability you have.
How?
Well, see if you can pick out a tune. Whatever music comes into your head.
All right. Bye, baby.
All right, all right.
Stop.
We can forget the prodigy business right now.
Shall I play some more, Daddy?
No. Pay a little attention, Snooks. There are 7 major musical notes in the scale.
Where's the scale?
Right here. Now listen. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. See this note? That's A.
A what?
A nothing. A is just its name. Now, what comes after A?
B.
And what comes after E?
F.
Good. What comes after G?
Whiz.
No.
I was only fooling Daddy.
All right. What comes after G?
A.
No. After G, you start all over again with A. Now, A. What note is this?
A.
No! Didn't you hear me singing it? It's
Well,
A.
Well, it sounded like A.
This concludes the first part of this cassette. Please turn the cassette over and begin again on side 2.
Daddy, buy me an ice cream cone.
Quiet, Snooks. I don't want any trouble with you today. I get one Saturday afternoon off, and your mother makes me take you to see some kid's picture.
Who's the kid?
I don't even know the name of the thing. What's playing?
Or else.
Or else?
Mm-hmm.
That couldn't be a movie title.
Well, Mommy said you were going to take me to see the picture. Or else.
Oh. Well, believe me, I'd have told her a thing or two if I didn't want to play poker tonight.
Oh, here's the movie house, Daddy.
Oh, Lord. The Catman's Revenge.
It's very spooky.
I can imagine. Well, come on. Oh, 2, please. 1 child.
Is that the child?
Well, what do you think she is, my grandmother?
How old are you, little lady?
Me?
Yes, you.
Whatever my daddy says.
Snooks, the man wants to know how old you are. Tell him.
Is 5 too much?
Sorry, Bud. 50 cents each.
Oh, all right. Here's your $1.
Well, let go of it.
Peasant. Come on, Snooks. Now listen. Before we go in, are you sure?
Yes, Daddy.
You're positive?
Uh-huh.
All right, fine. Catman's Revenge, here we come. Gosh, it's dark in here. Do you see any seats, Snooks?
There's 2.
Okay,
Yes.
slide right in that row.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget to say pardon me as you go past the people.
All right. Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Oh, my corn.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, my corn.
Pardon me.
Daddy, can I sit on your lap?
No,
You want to sit on my lap?
certainly not.
Well, we better go back, 'cause there's only 1 seat here.
Oh, fine. Come on. Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Oh, my corn.
Oh, pardon me.
Why don't you look where you're... Oh, my corn.
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
All right,
Pardon-
stop that. You're standing in the aisle now.
Oh, pardon me.
Come on. Oh, look, there's 2 seats right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now sit down and behave yourself. And this picture better be good.
It is.
How do you know?
'Cause I seen it twice yesterday.
Oh, you did? Well, why didn't you tell me outside?
It wasn't playing outside.
Come on. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Look what's happening to that man in the picture. Good heavens. There's fangs growing out of his mouth.
Yeah, he's turning into a cat. Are you coming, Daddy?
Sit down a minute, Snooks. Let's see what happens.
He gets killed.
Well, don't tell me. I'd like to enjoy it.
But he comes to life again.
Snooks.
He comes back as a cat.
Excuse me, Bud. Is the dialogue on this screen interfering with your conversation? You got me so's I don't know what's going on in this picture.
I'll tell you.
No!
This is where the Catman gets his revenge.
Please!
The Catman shoots the hero. The hero shoots the Catman. Here's where the cops come in. They break the door down. Everybody shoots everybody. They all get killed the end, that's all.
Oh, no, it isn't. There's one more thing.
What?
This. Table looks fine. Now, where are the cigars? Oh, here. Mm-hmm. I guess he'll fall for this layout, all right.
Hello, Daddy.
Oh, hello, Snooks. Oh, let's have a look at you.
Why did I have to put on my new dress, Daddy?
Because my boss is coming for dinner.
Why?
Well, we don't have guests very often, and it's good to make social contacts and fraternize with intellectual people. My boss is a very smart man, and I like to listen to his conversation. You understand?
Uh-huh. You're trying to get a raise.
Nothing of the kind. And I don't want you making any cracks when he gets here either.
I won't, Daddy.
Above all, don't say anything about his hair.
Why?
Just don't, that's all.
What's the matter with his hair?
Nothing. I'm just warning you not to make any remarks about it.
All right.
And listen, Snooks. You're not to come into the dining room while we're having dinner. Not even if my boss asks you to.
Why?
Never mind why. All I want you to do is greet Mr. Gordon and then run upstairs and play.
All right.
And now we'd better have a little rehearsal. I'll be Mr. Gordon.
Who is he?
My boss. I'll be my boss.
Huh?
I said I'm Mr. Gordon.
No, you ain't. You're my daddy.
We're just pretending. I want to make sure you'll behave nicely when Mr. Gordon comes. Now, I'm Mr. Gordon, and I'm coming in. Oh, good evening, Snooks.
Hello, Daddy.
No. Say good evening to Mr. Gordon.
Where is he?
He's not here yet.
And why should I say good evening to him?
You're not saying it to him, you're saying it to me. Right now, I'm Mr. Gordon, even though I'm still your daddy. And while Mr. Gordon isn't even here yet, you can say good evening to him because you're really saying it to me. And don't ask me if I feel all right.
Why?
Now, don't you start to irritate me, Snooks. And another thing. In case Mr. Gordon asks you to come in to dinner, I want you to say no thanks. I've already eaten. Now, let's try it.
All right.
Now, here we go.
Where are we going?
Nowhere!
Ah.
Now, let's try it. Oh, good evening, Snooks.
No, thank you. I've already eaten.
Say good evening first.
Why?
Because you've got to greet him. Now, let's try it again. Good evening, Snooks.
Good evening, Mr. Gordon.
Fine. Oh, Snooks, will you come in and eat with us?
Uh-huh.
No, I told you to say you'd already eaten.
I'm still hungry.
Just the same, you've got to say I've already eaten.
Uh-huh.
Say I've already eaten. Good evening, Snooks. Will you eat with us?
Daddy's already eaten, but I'm hungry.
No. Snooks, I don't want to lose my temper with you. When he asks you to come in and eat, just say... Oh, there he is now. Now, remember, Snooks.
All right.
Oh, come right in, Mr. Gordon.
Nice place you have here. Oh, is this baby Snooks?
Yes, sir, Mr. Gordon. Shake hands with Mr. Gordon, Snooks.
How?
What a cute child.
Dinner's all ready.
Okay. Snooks, will you have a bite with us?
Snooks.
I say, will you have a bite with us?
No, thanks. I've already bitten.
Well, run along upstairs and play, Snooks. This way, Mr. Gordon.
Daddy,
Yes?
why did you tell me not to say anything about his hair?
What's that?
He ain't got any.
Where? You think that's funny, young lady?
Uh-huh. You look like my Aunt Chloe.
Pay no attention to her, Mr. Gordon. She's a great little clown.
What are you yelling about?
I don't know.
Now, let her come in and sit with us while we eat, Higgins.
Oh, no, she has to do her homework. Don't you, Snooksy?
No, I don't.
Oh, all right, come on. Sit here, Mr. Gordon. And Snooks, you sit by me.
No, I don't want to.
Well, why not?
I want to sit near Mr. Gordon and watch him do some tricks.
Tricks? What tricks?
I was dead.
Will you have some water, Mr. Gordon?
No, thank you.
What's the matter?
Make him swallow the water, Daddy.
Well, why do you want to see me swallow water?
'Cause Daddy says you drink like a fish.
Oh, she made that up. She made it up, so help me, Mr. Gordon. I never said anything of the kind. You go upstairs this minute, you little scamp.
If he takes me out, I'll spill the soup on Mr. Gordon.
Well, I must say, Higgins, this little daughter of yours makes eating here a pleasure.
You like it, Mr. Gordon?
No, he doesn't like it. Mr. Gordon wants you to leave the room so he can eat in peace. What are you doing?
My penny fell under the table.
Be careful, Snooks. You're pulling the table.
Hey, look out!
Snooks, the whole thing's going to fall.
I think I'll go now.
Oh, there's the whole dinner.
I wasn't very hungry anyhow. I think I'll go too.
Oh, no, just a minute, Mr. Gordon. Please don't leave. We might be able to straighten this out.
Give him some pie, Daddy.
Oh, yes. How about a piece of green apple pie, hmm? Here, look at it. Oh, you'll love it.
Well, all right. Have you a little piece of cheese to go with it?
Cheese? Oh, I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Gordon. There isn't a piece of cheese in the house.
Yes, there is, Daddy. I'll go get it.
Oh, fine. Phew. I'm terribly sorry about this.
That's all right. The child didn't mean it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Here's the cheese, Mr. Gordon.
Oh, thanks, Snooks. That's good, too.
Eat it, Earl.
Oh, yes, I will.
You know, that's funny. I distinctly remember Mother saying we were out of cheese.
This is great. I guess you've got sharper eyes than your daddy, Snooks?
Where did you find that cheese, Snooks?
In the mouse trap.
You little...
Ladies and gentlemen, for a moment I'd like to discuss one of my favorite radio programs. It comes to us every Sunday over this station, starring Fanny Brice as Baby Snooks, with Hanley Stafford as her daddy. Now, with the Meshley system of child psychology, Snooks could be a little angel. It's just that Daddy doesn't know how to handle her. The first rule of the Meshley system is never give in to a child who cries.
Example, the other day the phone rang and... Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benchley.
Why, Baby Snooks.
I want you to bring a copy of your system over here right away
What for, Snooks?
so I can handle my little daddy.
Oh, you mean your daddy wants a copy of my system so that he can handle you. That's it, isn't it?
Is it?
Now, here's where we use reason and logic. Snooks, your Uncle Robert is a very busy man. He can't come over right now.
Why?
Well, I'm just about to go on the air.
Oh, I want you to come over.
Oh, but Snooks, now... Now, Snooks. Don't do that. Don't do that. I can't stand it. All right, I'll be right over.
All right.
Now, as I was saying, never give in to a child who... So I hurried over to the Higgins house. Mr. Higgins?
Yes?
Well, I'm Robert Benchley.
Oh, the noted authority on child psychology.
Well, I suppose so. Since your daughter Snooks is the country's most famous problem child, I thought I ought to come over and have a chat with her.
Why, yes. Come right in, Mr. Benchley.
Thanks. Where is the little darling?
Oh, she's around somewhere.
Let me out! Let me out of here!
Mr. Higgins, why have you locked that poor defenseless child in the closet?
Well, I caught her mowing the front lawn.
Well, I think that was very nice of her.
With my electric razor?
Well, I see. Mr. Higgins, locking her in the closet won't help. I insist that you let her out immediately.
Oh, you do? All right, Benchley. I see you've got to learn the hard way.
Come on out, Snooks.
All right, Daddy.
Snooks, this is Mr. Robert Benchley.
He's funny looking.
Yeah, he certainly is. Snooks! That's no way to speak to a guest. Besides, Mr. Benchley is the noted radio critic.
Oh, well, I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it.
Didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Now, Higgins, I want you to watch how I handle this. Snooks, was your daddy being mean to you?
No. We was just playing a game.
A game?
Yeah. First I would pull his hair like this.
Oh, Snooks.
And I was only showing you. Then I would yank his tie like this. Oh, Daddy, look at his eyes bulge out.
Let go of him, Snooks.
Hey, what are you doing with my watch, Snooks?
I wouldn't let her do that, Mr. Benchley.
Oh, that's all right, Higgins. Just a child's natural curiosity about things mechanical. Look out, Snooks, my watch!
How time flies.
That wasn't funny. Higgins, take this fiend off my lap and lock her back in the closet.
It's a pleasure. Come on.
Well, of course, no system is perfect, is it? So here's another rule I've just added. If you want to learn how not to bring up a child, listen every Sunday to that great CBS program starring Fanny Brice as Baby Snooks, with Hanley Stafford as Daddy, and that funny man Denny Thomas as Postman Jerry Dingle. Take my word for it, it's terrific.
R465.
This old-time radio program was originally aired live, long before the advent of high fidelity. We hope, however, that any variance in audio quality will not take away from your pleasure in listening to this, one of the all-time favorite shows.
Oh, hello, Daddy. Well, I'm certainly glad...
Don't slap me, John.
What's the matter?
I've got a terrific sunburn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. You've been enjoying yourself at the beach?
I've been to the beach, but no enjoyment.
Oh, Snooks, of course, huh?
And Robespierre. My wife insisted I drag them both along just to make sure I'd have a good time.
Yes?
So yesterday at about noon, we got to the beach and the two kids were...
Daddy!
Snooks, let me lie on the sand and rest for 5 minutes.
Oh, but I gotta tell you something.
Well, go on and tell me.
You know Robespierre's neck?
Yes,
Well, he's buried in the sand up to it.
that's fine.
Shall I cover his feet, too?
Aren't his feet covered?
No, I stuck him in head first.
Snooks, where is he?
Right there, Daddy.
Good heavens, Robespierre. Help me dig away this sand, Snooks, quick.
Oh, you spoiled my castle.
I'll spoil your hide, you little cannibal. Robespierre! Oh, my little boy. Oh, baby. Now, let me get the sand out of your mouth.
Dig it out with my shovel, Daddy.
Put that down. How long has he been under there?
How long have we been here? He's all right, Daddy.
I know, but the child might have suffocated.
Why?
Because he couldn't breathe with his head in the sand. How did you expect him to get air?
I made a hole in his trunk.
That's wonderful. Nobody can breathe through their trunks.
Elephants can.
Very funny. Very funny. Stop it, both of you! Turn around, Robespierre. I don't see any hole in his trunk, Snooks.
He ain't wearing any trunks. Here they are.
Did you take the baby's trunks off?
Uh-huh. Red ink.
That's the last straw. Whatever possessed you to strip the child and stick him in the sand head first?
Well, Mommy said not to get his face sunburned.
So you took off his trunks.
He didn't say nothing about
His legs. Now, never mind. Give me his bathing suit.
Here, Daddy.
Now, the suit's ruined. I'll have to buy him another one.
Let me buy it, Daddy.
I haven't got any money with me. Well, that fellow at the beach stand knows me. Just say you want a little boy swimming suit, salmon-colored with a zipper on the side.
All right.
Have it charged to me. Just tell him who I am and it'll be all right. Can you remember that?
Uh-huh.
What are you going to say?
I want a little salmon for a colored boy with a zipper on it.
What?
Just tell me who I am and I'll be all right.
No. A little boy swimming suit with a zipper on the side, salmon-colored. Repeat that one.
I want a little boy salmon with a kipper swimming inside.
Zipper!
Huh?
Oh, never mind. Let him wear a towel.
No, let's bury him, Daddy.
Now leave him alone. There. Well, he looks all right now. Sit with him, Snooks.
Shall I make salmon pie?
Yes.
What kind?
Any kind.
Round one?
Yes, round one.
I don't like round ones.
Well, then, make square ones. Just let me lie here for a few minutes in peace. Oh.
Daddy,
What is it?
can I play house with rope, Pierre?
Yes, but don't start any trouble. I'm sick of playing nursemaid for a couple of... What happened?
Nothing, Daddy. We're just playing husband and wife.
Then why did he holler?
Well, I gave him a sandpine. He said, this food ain't fit to eat. And I said, it's all you'll get. And he said, nuts. And I hit him with a shovel.
What kind of a game is that?
Yeah, well, Mommy played all...
Forget about it. And it's not a game. Oh, serves me right for marrying a female wrestler.
Huh?
Nothing. Please occupy yourself for 10 minutes while I get a sunbath.
Take us out for a walk, Daddy.
No walking. I'm so exhausted I can't lift my feet.
I want to see what that crowd is.
Crowd where?
Right down there. All them girls is walking around in a circle.
Girls?
Yeah.
Say, that's a bathing beauty contest.
Yeah.
Oh. Snooks.
How's your feet, Daddy?
Well, I think maybe a little walk would take the stiffness out of them.
Yeah?
Yes. It's, sunnier down there anyway.
What are you combing your hair for, Daddy?
Oh, was I combing my hair? How silly.
What do you think you're fooling, Daddy?
Oh, what do you mean?
You know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those girls don't interest me, and you know it.
Well, then let me look through the opera glasses, too.
I'm looking at a boat.
The ocean's the other way, Daddy.
Well, these binoculars have side vision, and you mind your own business. You want to take a walk, or do you want to stay here?
No, I want to go swimming.
Well, all right. They're a bunch of dogs anyway. Take the baby's hand, and I'll watch you from the beach.
Ain't you going in, Daddy?
No. I won't enjoy myself in that shallow water. Besides, I'll be able to watch you better from the beach.
You'll be able to watch the girls better, too.
Yes. Stop that.
I bet you can't even swim, Daddy.
Who can't? Why, when I was your age, I could swim 1.5 miles against the current. And I can dive like a swan, too.
Who taught you how?
My father did. He was a champion aquatic star for years. My father could swim like a fish.
Mommy said he could drink like...
Stop opening your mouth. I'm sick of it, you understand?
Well, come in the water with us.
Oh, all right. I'll show you some swimming that'll make your hair stand on end. Now, come on.
Your water wings is slipping down, Daddy.
Oh, darn things never stay up. Come on. Now, don't run too fast. It might be cold. Now, don't get out of your depth, Snooks. Take it easy. It's getting deeper.
It's only up to my chin, Daddy.
Yes, but where's Robespierre? I can't see him.
He's all right. I got him by the hand.
Oh! Snooks, get out. Hurry. Hurry, pull him with you. Oh, here he is.
I saved him, Daddy.
You just wait till I get you home.
I didn't do nothing.
Not much. First you buried him in the sand, and now you try to drown him. The devil must have been in you to make you do those things.
Well, maybe the devil made me try to drown him.
Oh?
But burying him in the sand was my own idea.
You little...
Friends, year after year, the story of...
Snooks. Oh, Snooks.
Yes, Daddy.
Stick close by. I don't want you to get lost.
Say, Daddy, look on that door there. It says Tallulah Bankhead.
What about it?
What's a Tallulah Bankhead?
What's a Tallulah Bank?
Mm-hmm.
Just about the most famous stage actress today, that's all.
Oh, is that all?
Is that all? Who made such a great success in A Royal Scandal? Who starred in the hit play The Skin of Our Teeth? Who thrilled thousands on Broadway in The Little Foxes? Who, I ask you? Who? Oh, what are you crying about?
I didn't do it.
I know you didn't. Tallulah Bankhead did. Why, when she's on a stage, nobody can even come close to her. And when she delivers a speech, audiences don't dare breathe.
You mean even her best friends won't tell her?
Oh, stop. I mean that she's so good, she's without an equal. What an actress. When she plays a love scene with a leading man, how she carries off a part.
Or which part of him does she carry on?
Don't be silly.
Gee, I'd like to be an actress when I grow up.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You're not pretty enough.
You mean I'm ugly?
Well, at least it's a clean-cut ugliness. Look, stay here a minute. We're supposed to be contestants on Groucho Marx's quiz show. I better check up about it. Be back soon.
All right, Daddy. I don't care what Daddy says. I'm going to be an actress when I grow up. Like Tallulah Bankhead. Say, I know what I'll do. While Daddy's gone, I'll knock on her door, and I'll ask her how to get to be one. Yeah.
Come in.
Hello, Miss Bankhead. Can I ask you something?
Please take those sweaty little paws off my Hattie Carnegie gown. Or I'll slug you one.
Gee, you wouldn't hit a little girl, would you?
No, but if you're as obnoxious as you look, I may boot you one. Well, get over with it. What have you got on your chest?
Nothing. I told you I was a little girl.
I was right, this darling is obnoxious. I mean, what do you want to ask me?
Well, how can I get to be a big actress like you?
Don't be ridiculous, my dear. No one can be like me. Sometimes I even have trouble. If that's all that's worrying you, goodbye, darling.
Well, I want to be an actress when I grow up.
Oh, are you going to grow up?
Yeah.
I should think you'd be discouraged enough already.
Gee, maybe Daddy is right. I guess I am too ugly to be an actress.
Your father told you that?
Yeah.
Why, the nerve of the man. Well, that's what they told me. That's what my father told me when I was a kid. It really soured me.
Yeah, it sure has.
I meant at the time. Well, now, don't you believe it, darling. You can be an actress if you want. You're not ugly.
Yes, I am. Even you said so before. And it's true. At parties, boys never call me in for kissing games. But they don't like me.
Oh, boys, what do they know?
They know they don't like me. I'm ugly. Yes, I am.
Darling, as much as I hate to let my good side come out, let me tell you something. Now, you're not ugly. Well, not for the stage, anyway. You see, for the stage, there are many different kinds of beauty. Now, for instance, there's a delicate beauty. Of course, that's not your kind. And then there's an exotic beauty.
What kind am I?
You? Well, you have the kind that's known as ugly beauty.
That's a kind?
Well, what I mean is that when a really fine actress plays the part of a beautiful woman, she has the personality to make an audience believe she actually is beautiful. In fact, many great people have had that ability.
Who, for instance?
Well, take Abraham Lincoln. He was homely, but because he had such a wonderful, sincere personality, his homely face became beautiful to everybody. Now, do you understand?
Yeah, and I feel better already.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. You know what? Only yesterday a boy said I looked like Abraham Lincoln.
Good heavens, there is a resemblance. Well, look here, Abe. I mean, darling.
Yes, Miss Bankhead.
Now, don't worry. If you really want to be a great actress when you grow up, you can.
Gee, thanks, Miss Tallulah. You're just wonderful.
Fine. Now, run along. You're starting to bore me. Good heavens, this child is obviously going to grow up to be another Betty Davis.
Oh, Snooks, there you are.
Gee, it's Daddy.
I'm sorry if she bothered you, Miss Bankhead.
Ain't she wonderful, Daddy? And isn't that a beautiful dress she's wearing?
Yes. Isn't it?
And it's so soft and silky.
Take those sweaty paws off my Hattie Conninger gown. I mean you, Daddy.
Oh. I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. Well, come on, Snooks. I really do hope we haven't bothered you, Miss Bankhead. Come on, Snooks. We'll wait over here. Say goodbye to Miss Bankhead and tell her you're sorry you bothered her. And for heaven's sake, pull up your garters.
Goodbye, Miss Bankhead, and I'm sorry I bothered you. And for heaven's sake, pull up your garters. Coming, darling.
This concludes the first part of this cassette. Please turn the cassette over and begin again on side 2.
Daddy, look at me. I'm walking on top of this fence.
Now, come on down off there, darling.
I ain't doing nothing.
Oh, you're liable to tear your good dress.
No, I won't.
You see, Snooks? I told you you'd do that.
Ain't you going to shock me?
For a little thing like that? Oh, kids will be kids. Nothing can disturb the equanimity of the world's most patient father. But I wish that bus would come before you push that building over.
There it comes.
Oh, good. Now, remember how old you are.
Don't you know?
Yes, I know. But on buses, you are not quite 6.
Daddy,
What?
I've been not quite 6 for 3 years. Can I be not quite 7?
Now, don't start that, Snooks. You know very well that on all public conveyances, general utilities, and sundry places of amusement, you have a ceiling age. Now, act young.
All right, Daddy.
All right, all right. I said young, not imbecilic. All right. Get inside the bus. 20 cents, please. No, my friend, 15 cents. Child, you see. Oh, yeah? How old are you, little girl? She's not quite 6. I didn't ask you, Bub. How old are you, little girl?
Dada Baba is
What is she, a moron? Snooks, stop acting like that and tell the gentleman how old you are.
I'm not quite 6.
On the level?
No, I'm fussy.
20 cents, please, Bub. Peasant.
Did I do all right, Daddy?
You did fine for the bus company. Now, come on, let's see if we can find a seat.
I see lots of seats, Daddy.
You do?
Yeah, but there's people sitting in them.
Very good, Snooks.
Do you like it, Daddy?
No, but that's how I won the title, most patient father. Oh, look, there's a couple of seats. Grab them. There. Now sit quietly and let me read my paper.
All right, Daddy. La, 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 la. Wake up! Wake up!
Snooks, what are you doing?
I'm talking to my liver.
Oh, of all the asinine things. Whatever gave you that idea?
That sign up there. It says, wake up your lazy liver.
Now stop that. Just keep quiet and let me read my paper.
All right. Daddy,
Oh, what?
why'd that man get up over there?
Which man?
That one. He got up, and he's standing there.
Oh, he gave his seat to the lady.
Why?
Because it's customary for a gentleman to give his seat to a lady.
Daddy,
What?
there's a lady standing right in front of us.
Snooks, must you talk so much?
Can I read some more of the sign?
All right, but don't disturb anybody.
Mother, in those heart-to-heart talks with Mary Jane, do you tell her about Sudzo? The newer, cleaner, quicker, whiter, purer, neater, safer,
Snooks!
cheaper?
Read to yourself if you have to read.
Okay. Men, do you lie awake at night? Do you stare at the ceiling and perspire? If so, there is only one way to get quick relief. Go to sleep.
Now, where does it say that?
It doesn't. I made it up.
Snooks, why don't you surprise me and be nice today?
I got a surprise for you, Daddy.
Oh, good.
You know what it is? It's a present.
A present?
Yeah. I got it because I love my little Daddy.
Why, Snooks, what a beautiful watch.
Ain't it pretty?
Oh, you little darling. And look, there's an inscription on it.
Read it, Daddy.
Let me get it in the light. To Harry from Beatrice, 1926. 1926? Harry? Beatrice? Snooks, where did you get this watch?
Out of that man's pocket.
Good heavens. Don't you know that's a crime? How am I going to let him know I've got it?
Leave it to me. Oh, Harry,
Yeah? What?
what time is it?
Why, it's my watch. It's been stolen.
Give it back to him, Daddy.
Say, what the...
Wait a minute. There's no need to get excited, old man. My little girl playfully took it out of your pocket.
Well, playfully put it back.
Here you are. Now, Snooks, what do you say to the man? Well?
How's Beatrice?
Snooks, I meant for you to tell the gentleman you are sorry.
If I tell him I'm sorry, can I go look out of the other window?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Bye, Harry.
Well, you seem to have pretty good control over the child at that.
Well, why shouldn't I? I don't like to brag, but you're looking at the man who just received an award for his extreme patience and understanding of children.
No kidding. They give prizes for that?
Well, they do in exceptional cases like mine.
Say, Can I ask you something, Bud?
Why, sure.
How do you manage it? I got 3 kids of my own, beautiful little kids. But before I'm in the house 5 minutes, I'm ready to throttle them.
Ah, but doesn't it all seem worthwhile when one of the little darlings sits on your knee and you look down into his face?
Hey, brother, when I got a kid over my knee, I ain't looking at his face.
My friend, it's obvious that you don't use the scientific approach. You must understand children and anticipate the workings of their minds.
Oh, what minds? All they do is hound me with questions. I ain't a bad father. I'm human. I answer the first question, they ask me a second one. I answer the second, they ask me a third. I answer the third, they ask me the first one again.
Well, that's where you must employ patience.
Patience, my eye. Nobody can hold his temper.
I didn't receive this award for my beautiful legs.
Well, and there's only one answer. Your kid don't ask questions.
Oh, she doesn't, eh? Why, she can ask more questions in 10 seconds. Oh, Snooks, come over here.
Yes, Daddy.
Look out the window.
I am.
What do you see out there?
A horse.
Well, isn't there anything you want to know about a horse?
No.
See? Quiet. Give her a chance to warm up. Snooks, do you know how many legs a horse has?
4.
Well, what about a horse's eyes?
Daddy, you must have seen a horse before.
Yes, I've seen
You
it.
see, I told you. She just don't ask questions.
Oh, it's just a mood, I tell you, a crazy mood. Oh, this'll do it. Snooks, darling, do you know that a horse has 2 hind legs and 4 legs in front?
Yes. You told me that last week.
Patient father, huh? You're a fraud. Why, this child's an angel compared to mine. She doesn't know what a question is.
Good day, sir. Come on, Snooks. This is where we're getting off.
It ain't our street, Daddy.
Never mind. Come on.
Shine up your medal tonight, fraud.
Oh. Well, hurry, hurry. Come on, get off.
Are we going to the movies, Daddy?
We'll walk the rest of the way. I just want to talk to you.
Go ahead, Daddy.
Listen, you little imp. Most of the time you're driving me batty with questions. Once in my life I want you to ask them, and you double-cross me.
Who?
You. Didn't you realize I was trying to prove something to that man?
What man?
That man I was talking to.
When?
Just 2 minutes ago I was talking to a man on the bus.
You what?
Yes.
What was his name?
Harry!
Harry who?
That does it. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to take back that medal.
Why?
Because I don't deserve it.
Snooks has been complaining of a pain in her leg for 3 days, and Daddy has coaxed her into this visit. They are waiting for the doctor. Let's listen.
Daddy,
Yes, Snooks?
where's the doctor?
He's in another room looking at patients. He'll be in here in a few minutes.
What's in that glass ape?
Those are the doctor's instruments.
Is he going to play him?
Oh, they're not musical instruments, Snooks. They're used for making examinations.
Who uses them, Daddy?
The doctor.
What for?
To find out if people are sick.
What people?
The people who come here.
Why do they come here?
Because they're sick.
Then why does he need those instruments?
To make sure.
Don't the people know?
No.
Why?
Because a lot of people only imagine they're sick when they're really not. And a lot of other people think they're very healthy and they find out they're terribly sick. So when you feel good, you may be sick. And when you feel sick, you may be very healthy.
How do you feel, Daddy?
I feel fine.
Because you're sick?
No. I'm in perfect health, and I want you to be the same. That's why I brought you to the doctor.
Is he going to examine me?
Yes.
Where?
All over.
It don't hurt me all over.
I know it doesn't, but you've had a pain in your leg for 3 days, and it might be caused by your tonsils.
Where's them?
In your throat.
Huh?
Your leg may hurt on account of your throat.
Does the throat hurt me on account of my leg?
Of course not.
Why?
How do I know? It just doesn't, that's all. Now, don't go too close to that instrument case.
All right. What's them funny-looking ice tongues?
Oh, they're not ice tongues. That's a stethoscope.
I want it, Daddy.
Oh, what for?
I want to play Iceman.
I told you they have nothing to do with ice. The doctor's used that stethoscope on you before.
Has he?
Why, certainly. And you know what he does with it, too? He puts one end in each ear, and then what happens?
The Iceman carries him away.
No, it's like a telephone. The doctor puts those things in his ears and listens to your cardiac reaction. Oh, what's the matter?
I want to go home.
You can't go home. We're going to wait for the doctor.
I don't want.
Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of. The doctor won't hurt you. He's known you ever since you were born.
How?
Well, he just happened to be there when you arrived.
Where?
Right here in California.
Was I born in California?
Oh, yes.
Where was you born?
In Denver.
Where was Mommy born?
Mommy was born in New York.
And how did we all get together?
I don't know. And stop twisting those dials.
I want to turn on the radio.
Oh, that's not a radio. It's an X-ray machine.
What's it for?
It's a very expensive medical machine for making pictures.
Turn it on, Daddy.
Now, what for?
I want to see Shirley Temple.
Oh, it doesn't make moving pictures. It takes pictures of the inside of your body so the doctor can tell what's wrong.
Oh. What's inside my body, Daddy?
Oh, a lot of things. To begin with, there's a large number of bones in your body. Did you know that?
Uh-huh.
Now, how did you know?
Because I had sardines for lunch.
Oh, I'm not talking about those bones. I mean the skeleton. Well, there's a skeleton standing right there in the corner. Well, what are you laughing at? You have one of those things inside of you. Now what are you hollering about?
You had one inside you, you'd holler too.
I have got one. Everyone has a skeleton inside of him.
Who does that one belong to?
Oh, that? Why, that skeleton belongs to the doctor.
How did he get it out?
He didn't get it out. He had it made for him in a medical supply house.
Don't he like it?
Of course he likes it.
Then why don't he wear it?
Never mind that. That's just an imitation skeleton that tells the doctor what's the matter with his patient.
The skeleton tells the doctor what's the matter with his patient?
Yes.
He don't look so good himself, Daddy.
That's not what I mean at all. The doctor consults the skeleton just to make comparisons. And when he wants to find out other things about the body, he looks at this chart here with all the muscles.
Uh-huh.
The human anatomy is very intricate. And you should try and learn something about it. Why, even in school they teach you about the 5 senses.
Uh-huh.
The 5 senses. You know what the 5 senses are, don't you?
Uh-huh. Nickels.
No. They're the sense of touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing. And there's a separate organ for each one.
I know that, Daddy.
Well, you tell me what they are.
Huh?
Go on. You see with your visual organ. You hear with your hearing organ.
I smell with my nose organ.
Yes.
I feel with my hand organ, and I eat with my mouth organ.
Oh, well, I wish that doctor'd hurry.
I want to go home.
In a few minutes, Snooks. I want to wait for the doctor. Now, just sit still and... Snooks, I told you not to touch that X-ray machine.
All right, Daddy. What's this little handle for?
Snooks!
Look at the pretty lights, Daddy.
Good heavens, turn that thing off! Turn it off!
You still want to wait for the doctor, Daddy?
Oh, yes, you. We are going to wait for the doctor. And you're going to tell him exactly what happened. Here he comes now.
What was that? Good heavens, what happened to my X-ray?
Doctor, my little girl here will tell you the truth. Go ahead, Snooks.
Huh?
Well, who broke this $5,000 machine?
Tell him exactly what happened, Snooks.
All right. My daddy was trying to take a picture of Shirley Temple.
What?
And the skeleton jumped on his back.
Oh!
So Daddy got mad and kicked the machine to pieces.
Ah!
I'm going out and get a policeman.
Get a doctor, too.
What for?
My daddy fainted.